Hey, hello guys. Today I'll be sharing some of the best Apple Watch case that I've found so far. And I know I've been this channel for a couple of years, but I never talk about Apple Watch case because I didn't thought I need it. But now you can see there's a big scratch that I found on my Apple Watch, which I have no idea where it came from. Thank you guys all for the suggestion, and I read a lot of review and I went online and went outside to check all the best case that I can found. So here are a couple of things that I end up want to keep it and want to show you guys what they look like, how they fit, and what's the reason I want to keep them. You probably can tell that every single case that I have here has the front open, so it doesn't cover the screen. And the reason of that is because I actually have tried those cases that cover the screen, and since I shower with my watch, I wash dishes, do everything with my watch, and I don't really like to have the water trap inside in between the case and the screen. I'm not saying those cases are not good, just personally I don't use those, but you can still try those if you want. So here I'm going to show you how this case fit and let you know how I feel about them. The first one here is by Casemate, and they're about $12 to $15, depends where you get it. You can usually find it at Target or on Amazon. Since it covers part of the glass, not the screen itself, at first I was worried about it's gonna interfere with some gesture, but as you can see here, all the corner touching, if you hold on to the corner, you can still pull down to the notification center, so there's no interfere at all. And yeah, I want to let you know that every case that I show you here is not gonna have any issue with the touching screen gesture, not at all. The inner layer of this clear case has little dust texture, and so that will prevent the case from just sticking to your watch, which I don't really see on other clear case. Alright, the next two I want to compare. They look very similar, but they actually have quite different structure. And the first one is from Spigen. You can see the black one on the left. They're a really big brand for making a budget iPhone case. And the right one is actually the brand new Rhino Shield. It's called the Crush Guard NX. They just released it this week, and I'm already getting tons of requests asking me about this case and see if I can review it. Well, here you go. And first I have to tell you about this brand if you don't already know. They're making really good iPhone cases. They have been making them for a while. I switch in cases. I review different cases all the time, but for my family member like my mom, my dad, my wife, my aunt, if they ask me about which is the best case, thin, slim, and protective, and this is always the case I bought for them. So this is actually the first time they make product for Apple Watch. I'm not sure if they see the big scratch on my Apple Watch or what, but it's perfect timing for them to make product now. Alright, but first I would put on the Spigen one to show you because it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of the soft rubbery case. And the design is actually quite similar to the Casemate one. You can see they cover around the heart rate sensor. It seems like a good design at first, but after you start sweating, have a water trap underneath there, it's actually quite uncomfortable. So that's something I found out after using it. Now I'm gonna put on the watch band just let you know how it looks like with it. It definitely adds some bulk, but that's the case for all the cases. I think it works well and gets the job done, but I personally don't really like the style, especially it writes their brand and the model names in front of the watch case. Alright, so now let's take a look at this Rhino Shield Crash Guard NX for the Apple Watch. So to install the case, there's a top piece, the ring that you have to remove, which is the same system with their new phone case. And that makes the installation process easier, but also when you order, I think it costs $15. You choose the second set of ring colors. So if you want to mix match a different color, that's something that you can mix your watch band. You can do that too. So once you put your phone in, you just have to grab the ring and install around the edge, and that's it. And the surface feels like this matte plastic, and it's actually really smooth when you touch it. And if you do a quick comparison with the Spigen one, I actually do like the Rhino Shield look much better because it just kind of go with the whole Apple Watch design thing. I'm actually very happy to see Rhino Shield release a product for Apple Watch because they have been the brand that I trust. I use their case since iPhone 6. I know when it comes to style, it's always very personal, but at least when it comes to the protection part, I know I can trust their product. So all three cases that I show you here are around $15 range, which they all have different materials, so you can pick which one that you think fit you the best. I personally will be using the Rhino Shield one because I just like to change the band color and I just want something that I can mix match. And my second choice would probably be the Casemate clear case, because if I don't want anything in the way, I just want to show the watch the way it is, and there will be the perfect minimum case for it. I'm gonna leave all the product links down below in case you want to check them out too. And the next thing I'll be looking for and testing will be the screen protector for Apple Watch. So if you have any suggestion, feel free to leave a comment and let me know which one that you prefer, which one that you have tried, and which one that you like. Alright, thanks for watching today, and that's it for the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you like the content. Alright, see you next time.